You know, it's funny, some of the greatest stories we share as sportsmen sometimes originate in some of the most insignificant ways. It was 1997, and a massive summertime storm had just ripped through West Virginia and just devastated certain areas of the state. One of those particular areas was Work County, and it's one of the poorest and smallest areas of West Virginia, but it's home to the Mellinger Farm, a small 22-acre tract of land that was handed down to us through generations. And my dad, John Mellinger, decided that after the storm had come through, that he was going to come in and reclaim this property, and he brought in a portable sawmill, portable bandsaw. And with the supervision of his 87-year-old dad, my granddad, who's coincidentally a retired forester, come in and harvested these walnut and cherry logs. Fast forward 20 years from the date of that project, and it was only after we lost Dad to Lou Gehrig's disease in 2016 that I decided that I was going to do something special with a select piece of walnut that was handed down to me from him as a result of that project. Dad was a very prideful man. He was a military veteran, and more so, he was a very seasoned woodsman, and particularly as a very seasoned and accomplished turkey hunter. And it was at that point in time that I realized what exactly I was going to do with this piece of walnut, not only to earmark the heritage of the Mellinger Farm, but extend his legacy as a turkey hunter. Again, to me, turkey hunting is all about the display. It's all about the show. And you know, these birds put on a show. You know, they actually started gobbling, 30 minutes ago, just on their own. Man, they come on like that, and they really like that short box. They really like that preacher man short box, and that's the first bird we've killed with some of Dad's walnut out of his walnut tree that he harvested 20 years ago. When he passed away. Well, here we are. The day we've been looking for. This is the Youth Day here in West Virginia, and Youth Day traditionally opens up on Saturdays. It's the Saturday before the opening day, and hopefully we find some success here today, because we certainly put our time in with the scouting. So we did not roost any birds last night. We had a dinner to get to, a function, so we did not put anything to bed last night. But I feel pretty confident that all of our preparation up to this point is going to pay off. So stay tuned. It's about to get real serious here in West Virginia for 2018. Woo!
Got him. What do you think it's gonna do? Is he gonna flog him? Oh, it sucks. I give the gun to you for my birthday.
There's just no honor among these things, are there? Wow.
Best friend dies, steals woman? Yeah.
That's right. Can't get the job done, I'll do it for you. Well, he got up there and he mounted that hen decoy, and that's the, I mean, you saw firsthand, you know, that's the beauty of those DSDs, those Dave Smith decoys. That when they come in and when they commit to them, I mean, it's hammer down. You know, because when they were out here on this flat, you know, it was a little leery until they actually saw this decoy set. And once they come in, I mean, it was.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's almost cheating. It's, when I first saw them, they were coming off this lower bench, and did you see them when they got up here?
I couldn't. You saw them at your window.
There's a far log over here. I could see them. They did just one time. I just caught a glimpse of one, just for a couple seconds. But once they get up on the same bench that we're at, they just work this flat out to us. But you know, they stayed straight out there for 15 minutes before they'd ever commit. And that was the problem, is the way this ground rolls here. They couldn't see these decoys. But once they got over this last little knoll and saw the decoys set up, I mean, it was, as they say, game over.
Yeah.
Lights out, boys. They really like that short box. They really like that preacher man short box, and that's pretty neat. That's one of the that's the first bird we've killed with some of Dad's walnut out of his walnut tree that he harvested 20 years ago. And, you know, when he passed away, I still had this big chunk of walnut, and I dedicated that chunk of walnut to certain sections and sent them to various call makers across the country. And having Dad's walnut made of the various calls, and this short box made by Jody Harrison, preacher man there in North Carolina, is a walnut with a snakewood base and snakewood lid, and that's actually what got them turned on. You know, every time they gobble up or on their own, I'd fire back with that short box, and just bam, they'd immediately respond.